Hey guys, and welcome to the second Redstone Commandblock tutorial. Today we'll be taking a look at the execute command, one of the most coolest commands I have seen so far. So this command is formed like this. So we have the /execute, as it would probably start, then the entity, and then the position relative to the entity, and then the command. So in this example here, we have /execute at everyone at their position and doing /say hi. So it's gonna be doing this. If I do say hi and if I activate this one, it does exactly the same thing as I would have done it. So what I actually just did is place the command block in my feed. You could like just bear with me, it's not actually doing this, but you could visually see it like this. So it's placing it at this position. Just pretend I'm standing there with doing this and activating itself automatically, and there we go. So some fancy stuff you could, for example, do with it is detect for example, a system that whenever you come close to a guard or a zombie or a skeleton or whatever, it's gonna trigger something. So as you can see, as soon as we come close to the pig, it doesn't matter this position, because if we kill this pig, oops, he's not really want to be killed. There we go. It's not this position here, it's the pig. So if we punch the pig around, it's definitely the pig. So this is just hooked up to a clock. I will show you guys soon. So let's get started. Let's get a cow on our platform here, on a test platform. So what we could do, for example, here is execute at entity type cow. So that's the way to check for a certain type of entity. So we're gonna go through entities, and we're gonna trigger only for cows. So whenever we're gonna execute at all the cows, to do the /summon command and summon a cow above them. So whenever we do this, they're gonna summon a cow above him. So whenever we hook this up to a clock, well, they're just gonna duplicate themselves and explode. And we're gonna have a ton of lag, so we don't want that. So let's stop this and kill all the cows. So that's pretty much the basics of how this command works. So let's just get, and I have some examples here to show you guys. Let's quickly stop rain. So this one is a example for an adventure map I was thinking IDs for. You don't have the ability to jump, so this is not a problem, because if you would jump, they would actually ruin this puzzle here. So it's just literally a maze that's only loading at 3 blocks. So you like render distance up to like 2 blocks. So how this works is we have two command blocks, being the clock, and 2 command blocks, one being filling this area here, this area from there to there, with air, as you can see. And we have one here that's actually copy pasting everything below us, because there is blocks below us. As you can see, we are copying those blocks. If we set a block there, it's actually copying that block and is destroying it again. So because the clock is so fast, you're not gonna even notice that the blocks here are being broken down and placed again. So whatever you do, you just complete the puzzle and you end here. But however, I'm not able to shut it down from there, so we have to do it like that. Break those blocks again. So some other examples, or another invisible maze working like this. So when we have trigger this, when we have a step on wall and we jump, we get teleported there. It's actually made for this one, so that when you fall on the wall, you get teleported back. However, there's some hidden wall blocks on the ground. They're just patrolling people. If we go here, we see we can walk over these buttons, but if we go here, okay, we can walk here. Oh, nope, we cannot walk there, because there is wool under us. So if we go here, we can look at the maze. Also the maze over there, so you can just look at it, and we could actually just try to figure out how to go. So that's pretty much the basic about execute. Something else, something very fancy, if we get a bow. Let's see where, oh, it's with weapons, of course. Okay, there we go. We get a bow and we shoot a torch. There you go, we get a torch. It's a little bit derpy still, it's just with my basic skills. I've just created this. That's just all of this. These 4 command blocks just make that happen. Easy as pie. So we have the 2 for the clock, and we have 2. One killing all the items around us. So whenever we drop something, it's a little bit of a disappointment that I had to do that. I have not figured out yet how to just go and figure out how to only destroy torch items, because whenever we do this, and we would let's actually go ahead and get this one and destroy. Whenever we do this, it's gonna spam torches on every block a arrow has been, which I do not really like, but it's the best way I could do it. So if we just place it there, torches disappear. So that's the way how I made those arrows. Let's actually quickly take a look at the command, the executes. At every arrow is just set block torch. So that's pretty much it about that one. So let's just quickly go ahead and make a quick setup here. And just go ahead and here make a redstone lamp. So whenever we get on the redstone lamp, well, let's just say whenever we jump on the on the redstone lamp, we will be teleported up a couple of blocks. So how would this go and work? That would start with a clock. So let's just go ahead and get these clock blocks here. Let's build it up here. So as you can see, this block is here. It's not destroyable. You can't really do anything with it, but we just have one command here setting air at this position, and one command here to set redstone blocks at this position. And it's just gonna place the redstone block, destroy it, place it, destroy it. So it's pretty much an infinite, super fast, rapid clock. It's the fastest clock possible because it's like running at 1 game tick, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, 2 game ticks, which is the fastest you could ever do. So we want to start with the /execute. We want to execute it at all players, so at everyone. And between these square brackets, we want to enter some data about our thing, or just leave it blank. But for example, I want to go R is 10, so that means the radius is 10. So whenever we are in a radius of 10 blocks of this command block, it's gonna work. Otherwise, it's not gonna work, because I don't want it to work everywhere, just like an example. And we want to go relative, and then we want to go and start our command. So we want to go for test for block. We want to go 1 block below us, because it's actually actuating in our feet. So we want to go 1 block below us, and we want to test for Minecraft.redstone lamp, like that. So now we're testing for redstone lamps. So whenever we get an output from this one, let's get it from here. We can easily see it. So whenever we're standing on this one, but we want it when jumping. So when we're jumping, we're actually 1 block above, so we should go for -2. So there we go. So whenever we standing, there's nothing happen, but when we jump, we get a signal. So this signal we can use to teleport everyone in, of course, a radius of 10 to the relative coordinates of, let's just say, 5. So there we go. So there we go. That's pretty much it. When we're falling in there, it's not fast enough here, the stick signal, to detect us, so it's not a big problem, but it works. So there we go. We actually have one of the elevator blocks from the latest V3 specs, or I don't know which mod pack it is, but there's elevator blocks. So this is pretty much just the same thing. There we go. So I hope you guys now know how to set up these things. You don't need one of these rapid clocks. You can just use a clock like I've used down here. Just one of these with a comparator in the on states going to trigger itself. You can set the delay in this position, and it's gonna just activate and deactivate itself. Deactivate it, it's gonna activate itself, and forever around. So I hope you guys now are able to make your own cool and fancy contraptions. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them down in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer them and help you out. So if there's any more things about command blocks you want to know, just go ahead, ask me down in the comment section too. I'll be happy to make a video about them. So see you guys later. BlueHusky out. Bye.